Yesterday was a good day, man. Four in one day. I'm going to talk to you about three plays in baseball that I really like today. One of them is a little bit iffy, but if you're paying attention, I'm going to give you a lot of data points on why they should win. But I'm going to hook you guys up with an additional two plays, so a total of three plays. So very quickly, you can see I had the under RBI for Ben Williamson that cashed, and then we hit it with the Yankees. So the Yankees was a 13 in one day. They ended up hitting pretty easily. Then we took the Yankees at a -1.5. I gave you guys this play specifically yesterday. Yeah, you're welcome, Bob. So I gave you guys this play specifically yesterday, and it was a very easy, no sweat bet right there. And then we had Jackson Holiday. I also gave this one to you guys for free yesterday as well. And then Nico Horner gave that one for you for free as well. So all the plays that I gave you, there was one loss and four wins. So that was a good day, 4-1 yesterday. Let me get into the leans right here. Again, these are just leans. This is not something that I'm going with. I'm going to break down why I was even looking at these to begin with. Let me close Discord. So here we go. Boston Red Sox. I was looking at this game very heavily. The other one I was looking at this game very heavily was the Angels. The reason I stayed away is that the projections were very close for both games. And then it was telling me that the opposite team was going to be dominating in the ninth inning. I've shared that before. I'm not going to get into the details today. But once I had too many contradictions, I stayed away. So I do like the Angels and I do like Red Sox, but I'm staying away today. I'm not forcing anything, especially on a Sunday, especially coming off that very bad loss 2 days ago. And then yesterday was a clean, almost a sweep day. So I want to just kind of keep it steady. So again, anyways, I'm going to read it to you. Boston Red Sox, they have Walker Buehler. He has an advantage on the mound with elite hitting from Devers and strong home record. Opposing weakness is Baltimore's poor road record and high ERA. All right, the Giants this is actually I'm going to give you a very deep analysis on why I'm going with the Giants. And if you guys want to follow that, that's going to be a very strong lean. And I'm going to hook you guys over with two additional plays as well. So stick around for that. Blue Jays, there was too many contradictions, but I'll read it to you. There's line support. It's actually going in their favor. They got Bichette and Guerrero. Like if you've been following me, we go with Bichette and Guerrero often. So anyways, reliable starter with Bassett, Tampa's bullpen, and regression indicators despite recent streak. So what it's saying is that Tampa Bay has a recent streak, but there's indications that a regression's coming, and the bullpen is weak for Tampa. All right, we got the Rangers. I'm not even going to go over this. The Rangers should whoop on the White Sox, but they lost yesterday actually. So the White Sox, I took a $1 bet on the White Sox at a +1.5 because some indications were showing that, and I wanted to test it. And I even forgot why I wanted to test it. I think it was the home record and stuff like that. I got to start writing this stuff down. But anyways, I did a $1 test, and the White Sox won 10-5. That's the reason I know that. Anyways, I'm not trusting the Rangers at all because of the home record for the White Sox and the away record for the Rangers. So, like, if you've noticed, 2 days ago we took a loss on the Rangers, and it was because of those reasons. And sure enough, they lost again yesterday. So, anyways, we got the Yankees here. It's a very strong play. It's very, very lopsided. I'm not going to get into all those details. I do have a lot of details, but I will tell you I am taking the Yankees, and I'm also taking the Phillies. But I'm going to give you the very strong Giants. I'm going to give you the breakdown of the Giants, and then if you guys want the exactly how I'm playing the Yankees, and if you guys want to see exactly how I played the Yankees and the Phillies game and the Giants game, I'm going to give you the Giants exactly how I broke it down. I'm telling you, I'm going with the Phillies and the Yankees. But if you want to see the exact way that I bet them, go to the link in the description and click on VIP. I'm also going to share this inside the Discord. So if you haven't done so, go to the Discord and make sure you get hooked up inside the Discord as well. And the VIP, I already threw these three plays out there before I started this live. So VIP gets them very early. You're able to get more juice, or better juice, I should say. So your odds are cheaper if you're in the VIP because you get the plays a lot earlier. So I know there's people in the Discord also. They get a lot of information as well. So I appreciate all of you. And also check out the free picks. So the free picks, I'm actually going to throw in my batter props. The guy did work today, so he has the batter props ready to go. I'm just going to go through them, sort them out, and make sure that they're good. And then I'm going to throw them out inside the free picks. So make sure you go. But I'm going to get deeper into this. And like I said, the Angels, I'm going to stay away from, but it's a very strong lean. 8-game winning streak, consistent power hitting. They're one of the best teams in baseball right now to get hits and to get on base. They have a very strong home record as well. The Marlins are struggling on the road, and they got one of the worst pitching ERAs. So check this out, guys. Make sure you subscribe, guys, if you like this sort of information. Okay, this is going to be a pretty deep analysis, but it's going to go very fast. The Giants, they started at a minus 152 as an underdog, or I'm sorry, as a favorite, and now they're at a minus 158. So what that tells you is that the line shifted in the Giants' favor. Also, it's a 79% percentage of the money on the bets. 79% of the money is coming in on the Giants. 82% of the bets are coming in on the Giants. So when there's that much of a strong money coming in, then usually a lot of people fade the public and stuff like that. But that's not a strategy. What you have to look at is the line move, and the line move is showing you here that it's, even though all this money and all this betting stuff is coming in on the Giants, the line is still shifting. The Rays pitcher right here is Robbie Ray. He's got six wins, 0 losses. His ERA is amazing. He's got 62 strikeouts. You compare that to Soroka. He's a younger dude. 1 win, 2 losses, 5.95 ERA with only 23 strikeouts. So the lack of depth right here, compare these two right here. Soroka has got nothing on Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray right here, like I mentioned, he's got 6 wins, 0 losses, 2.6 ERA. 62 strikeouts, and a walk percentage of 1.22. Compare that again to the starter for Washington, and it's Soroka. This is telling me a little bit of a different stat. 1 win, 4 losses, 6.12 ERA. So that's why I like to look at different data points, but it's very close. So it is telling me that this dude is not as good as Robbie Ray. I confirmed that over here with the lineup, like how they look against each other. So you can see the Nationals and the Giants right here, the splits. And what the splits is basically just gives you the breakdown of one batter versus the pitcher. And the overall splits in general looks a lot better for. First of all, these guys don't have a lot of history with against this pitcher, Michael Soroka, because he has not been pitching to them. And then you got over here, Robbie Ray has been pitching to them. And you can see there's one guy, Ahmed Rosario, which gets a lot of hits off of him, but nobody else does. Look at this guy, faced him 15 times, 2 hits. This guy faced him twice. Overall, the record on the splits is not lopsided at all. There's not enough information to look at the splits, but even then, it's still favoring Robbie Ray. Okay, so San Francisco has a 78% chance. It's a win probability for them to win. And if you guys, like I said, man, if you guys like this sort of information, make sure you subscribe. Check out the free picks, and make sure you check out the Discord. And like I mentioned, in sports betting, the timing is very, very important. Let me break this down for you real quick. In sports betting, the timing is very, very important, because if I put in a bet right now and then you put in a bet an hour from now, those odds can be dramatically different. And I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm gonna show you the last stat that I'm gonna show you. It's an injury report, and sometimes when the injury report comes out, the lines shift and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is that the earlier you get the bet in, the better. Okay, because that's when you get the best value. So again, make sure you get the free picks right there, but check out also the 1 day pass, 1 week pass, or the 1 month pass. And for 1 day, just check us out. Let us know. And then also the community, we have about 60 people inside the Discord. So check that out. Also, make sure you subscribe, guys. All right, let me break down the Giants game even further. Not only is the great pitching starting for Robbie Ray, but check out the bullpen. The bullpen comparison right here, you can see the Giants are elite. They're one of the best bullpens in baseball. If you don't know what bullpen is just the relievers that come in after the starting pitcher. And again, you can see the word right here, elite. They're 2.61. Compare that to the Nationals. It's at the bottom in baseball right now. They're one of the worst bullpens. Walk-on base percentage, one per inning. This one is almost 2 per inning. average. Okay, and you got Giants bullpen ranks top tier in control and limiting base traffic. All that's saying is that not only is the starting pitching very strong, but so is the bullpen as well. Okay, so Giants right here, you can clearly see it says Giants by a landslide. Okay, also Washington's pen is fatigued, they're vulnerable, and Giants can shut the gate. Okay, now this is the one stat that I was trying to explain to you. A lot of people might skip on this game because the stats show that the Washington Nationals have a 7-3 record in the last 10, and the Giants only have a 6-4 record in the last 10. But if you go over here and you look at the injuries for Washington, you can see they're missing Gore, they're missing Young, and they're missing Cruz. Either way, what I'm trying to say is that the injuries make an important impact. So you got to take that into consideration as well. Now, one of the other things I want to break down real quick is the projected score. These are just projections, and you can see this record right here, the 3 little circles, the 4 little circles here, whatever, 5 circles. You can see that overall the Giants don't look good compared to the Nationals, like I had just mentioned. You look at the Nationals over here, and they're 4 out of the last 5 they've won the game, and their record is pretty decent at a 24-27. And so, again, you look over here, the Giants are 30-22, so they're over a 500 team. Overall, the last 5 games, the Giants don't look that good. But, again, look at the projection. They're supposed to win by 1.5 runs, almost 1.5 runs, and then you got the Giants with a decent record. But, again, remember the injuries, the pitching, the bullpen, all of it is favoring the Giants. This is what I'm going with. And like I said, if you look at my slip right here, you're going to see a -157. Like I mentioned, I got this about an hour ago. The lines were already heavier on different books. They were some books had them at -165, other books had them at -170, things like that. So if you get this earlier in the day, you're going to get better value. And the way you get that is go to the link in the description, click on free picks. Also, make sure you get the VIP pass and the Discord. I do like the Phillies, and I do like the the Yankees. The Phillies and the Yankees is not even close. Let me just read some stats real quick. I'm not going to go through everything like this breakdown that I just gave you. So Luzardo is pitching for the Phillies, and he's going against Hulan, and the ERA is a big lopsided. Okay, there's a momentum. The Phillies have won 9 straight games. They're on a 9-game winning streak. Oakland A's are on a 11-game losing streak. So it's a huge momentum difference. Bullpen advantage in the last 3 games. The A's are 6 ERA versus the Phillies for the bullpen. I'm not talking about the starting pitching. It's a 4.5. So there's a bullpen edge, a starting pitching edge, a big momentum shift edge. Like I said, Oakland A's are on an 11-game losing streak, and the Phillies are on a 9-game winning streak. So there is a little bit of a hesitation there because obviously there's regression coming, but everything else points that they should whoop on the Oakland A's. There's also a 78% chance win probability that the Phillies are going to take this. The sharp money is coming in heavy for the Yankees. There was at a -270, now it's at a -305. There's a very elite pitching mismatch. It's Warren with a 4-point ERA versus Santanella is one of the worst. Santanella is one of the worst pitchers in baseball. He has a record of 1-8, so he's lost 8 games already. He's only won 1 game. There's a bullpen destruction also. The Yankees have a 3.2 ERA compared to the Rockies at a 4.5. But if you look at the last 3 games in general, the Rockies are at a 6.23. So the bullpen is a huge mismatch for the Yankees. And then you look at the Yankees are number 3 on getting on base is what I'm trying to say. And Rockies are number 26. So think about this. In the last 7 days, the Yankees are on the top of the baseball, and the Rockies are all the way at the bottom to get on base, okay? Also, this one's very crazy. The Rockies, Yankees beat them 13-1 yesterday, and then the Rockies have started a 52, what is this? They have the worst 52-game start since 1901. Okay, let me kind of take a screenshot of this so you can see how crazy this is. Yankees have crushed them. They won 13-1, like I said yesterday. The Rockies have the worst 52-game start since 1901. That's historically goes back, what is that, 24 years, 124 years. Rockies have the worst start in baseball in 124 years. That is just crazy as hell to even say that. Yeah, and the last thing I'll mention is the Yankees have an 82% chance probability to win. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here, man. I appreciate you, especially here being on a Sunday. We were on a very decent win streak, and then it was a break even, and then a very bad one losing day 2 days ago, and then yesterday put us back in the green again. Let's make that 2 days in a row. I'm gonna put up some batter props and go to where it says free, and I'll throw in the batter props right there. All right, guys, let's have another great day, man. Appreciate you all.